It is exactly 9:51 a.m. We're on to our final interview of the morning, and we'll be talking with Nisa Bardien. She's an activist and political commentator, and of course, we're going to be talking about the arrest of pro-Palestine activist Uzair Mahomed, and this, of course, happened here right back home in South Africa. Nisa Bardien, salaam alaikum to you. Welcome to the program. Nice to have you here.
Assalamu alaikum, Sister Julian. Thank you so much for your time and for allowing me to speak on your platform. I appreciate it.
We appreciate your efforts and all of the activist and political work that you and your organization is involved in. And I see you called United for Justice and also Middle Nation. Your hashtag is expel USA from UN. So lots of initiatives there, and we wish you lots and lots of luck in achieving all of your goals and ambitions. So tell us the story. How did this all play out with Uzair Mahomed? What exactly happened? And where did all of the events take place?
So right off the bat, the arrest of Brother Uzair Mahomed wasn't just another detention. It was the reiteration of the Democratic Alliance declaration of war on Palestinian solidarity in South Africa. So let's be clear, this was a political arrest. Intended to break the growing power of Cape Town Intifada as global attention is on Gaza's genocide. And let's look at the facts. A few weeks ago, Helen Ziller returned from the United States and proudly declared the DA's full backing for Israel. And Uzair's arrest isn't a coincidence, it is coordination. So people need to ask themselves, why did the DA block parliamentary motions condemning Israeli war crimes in 2023 while fast tracking laws to censor Palestinian murals in Cape Town? Why are pro-Palestine activists like Brother Uzair arrested under obscure laws for wearing a mask, while apartheid-era politicians face no consequences? Now, this is the same playbook. In America, Trump wants to deport pro-Palestinian students like Mahmoud Khalil, that's happening right now, for protesting genocide. 300 plus visas torched by Marco Rubio's pen when they revoked student visas for protesting and then are labeled Hamas supporters. And in Germany, they ban kafirs like they are weapons. And then in South Africa, the DA arrests Uzair for chanting Free Palestine while wearing a mask. So from the United States threatening to deport pro-Palestinian students to UK students being arrested for chanting from the river to the sea and anti-Semitism laws, this is one coordinated system of global repression. And the DA with Israel, with the United States of America, they share tactics. They share the same fear that a fire lit in Cape Town might burn all the way to Washington and to Tel Aviv. And if you think about it, why would DA come back and pledge their backing for Israel after a visit to the United States of America and not a trip from Israel? Because Israel holds the gun while America pulls the trigger. And the genocide in Gaza is America's genocide. So the DA is the DA isn't governing, it's enforcing Israel's narrative and enforcing United States imperialism within South Africa's borders.
So, what then ultimately happened with the arrest? I have no doubt in my mind that your organization, and many such pro Palestinian organizations and pro South African human rights organizations, added their voice to the release of Uzair. What was the justification? Did you demand answers? Did you get the answers? And that being said, then, is there ongoing tensions in the Western Cape? I don't live in that part of the world, but I do know that the majority of the brown and black people in that part of the country are highly motivated and highly active regarding injustice of any form is concerned. I think we've just lost Nisa there. Let's see if we can reconnect with her, because it's a very important discussion we're having. So give us literally 2 minutes and we'll try and reconnect with her.
Shimmer, sparkle, captivate. Nothing less than a masterpiece. Droplets of gold inspires precious design. Platinum bursts with intricate freshness, and every pure diamond becomes more than just a girl's best friend. Voda Gold Gem Jewelers, where timeless dreams become a reality. Come to us. We tailor-make designer gold, platinum, and diamond jewelry. Trade in or remodel your old gold. Clad yourself with classy name-branded watches. We offer insurance valuation and free zakat calculation. Visit us at 534 Ridge Road, Overport, or call 031 208 9142. Voda Gold Gem Jewelers, manufacturers of fine gold and diamond jewelry.
Breaking stereotypes, moving boundaries, joining hands. Salam Media. Humanity sets the agenda.
Welcome back. It's 9:57, and thankfully we've reconnected with Nisa Bardien. Did you get my message, and would you like to respond, or do I repeat my question?
Can you repeat the question, please? My apologies.
No problem. I'd like to know what happened post the arrest of Uzair. That's question number one. It's a two-pronged question. What are the tensions like between the Black people and the Zionists in the Western Cape? Because they do obviously occupy all of the prime land in the Western Cape, and I should imagine that's the way they'd like to preserve it as a whites-only enclave.
Regarding Brother Uzair's question, your question on Brother Uzair's arrest, he was detained for quite a number of hours, 7 hours, where they systematically tried to pin various types of charges on him. He had a lawyer by his side that was able to assist him to ensure that he doesn't get arrested. He doesn't get charged with the incorrect, charge that has no basis. And they eventually charged him with wearing a mask during a protest. So that is what he needs to defend at the moment with his lawyer, where he'll be appearing to ensure that, he is acquitted and that type of thing. But he's been charged with wearing a mask in a public gathering.
Is it the first time we're hearing of such a charge in South Africa?
It's, as far as I know, yes, it is the first time, especially seeing that since COVID, we were allowed to, because of that, what was declared with regards to us allowing now to wear masks in public spaces. That has never ever been removed or rescinded. So we are allowed to, as far as the case would be, we have been wearing masks in public. So that should not be a thing, or should be an issue when it comes to public gatherings. That is something that can be worn. It is our democratic right to protest as long as it is peaceful. There was no violence or anything.
Why do you suppose he was actually marked out to be arrested? Simply because he was wearing a mask?
He is the founder and the leader of, the Intifada group, and he is a voice that is making waves within Western Cape and the country as a whole. And he is being noticed. People are noticing that he is fighting for justice, that he is fighting against genocide. So it is normal, because that is the tactic of the West Western countries, to target those voices and repress those voices that are fighting for something that they feel are against their interests. And currently, this genocide is their genocide. It is the United States of America's genocide within Gaza, and they don't want anybody changing that, because they want to be the ones that are in control of that area.
Let's look at the situation of the Black and brown people and the Zionists that are residing in the Western Cape. How stark is that divide? And are you coming across any incidences between the two groups?
Not as far as I know. I think we do share. We are in solidarity with regards to our fight against apartheid in Palestine, because we do come from a country with a history of, experiencing apartheid. So when it comes to black and brown people, in terms of our case against Israel at the ICJ, there is huge and a big amount of solidarity with regards to black people, brown people, colored people. We all understand that the problem is not ourselves, that the issue is actually the genocide happening in Gaza, and it is our duty to stand up to it or against it.
What about the integration or interconnectedness between the whites in the Western Cape, the mainly DA supporters in the Western Cape, and the black and brown communities? Has this genocide played a huge role in perhaps creating a wedge? And are there tensions between the two communities?
Absolutely. It has, not that there wasn't a wedge before, but it has made it clear that who your real friends are and who your enemies are, and those people that you deem friends, what their ideologies are and where you actually stand with them. And those Israel supporters are unfortunately white people from the Western Cape, and those are people that are in favor of imperialism, of racism. Those are people that feel that they are entitled to land, to resources, to do whatever they want to do, and just because of the basis of the color of their skin. And that is an ideology, unfortunately, that has been ingrained in them, and they're inviting other people from other countries, like this Craig Fall Craig. I'm sorry if I'm swapping his names. They're inviting people like that into the country and allowing those type of people to sow division within our country. And that is a sad thing, because it is creating more harm than it will good, because dividing, or at least removing Western Cape from the country is never going to be any good, not even for the Western Cape. That is typical apartheid mannerisms and behavior. So it's typically exactly what Israel is doing, and that is exactly the basis of what Israel is, by removing a portion of the land and saying that that is what my land is, when it actually belongs to the natives of that country.
To wrap up then, when is Uzair's case going to be heard? And I do hope and pray that activist groups in the Western Cape are going to come out in full support, even if they just stand outside peacefully with their placards, indicating their support for not only Uzair, but the cause of the Palestinian people.
That is still to be confirmed. I can always send it back to you. Apologies, I don't have that information with me right now. But there are organizations that are coming out in full support. Please do go to his page and go to the United for Justice South Africa page. We will announce it there when the date is confirmed. So we will be able to give you more information on when he will appear.
Nisa, Bardien, please just keep that voice as loud as you can. Let your voice be heard and let it resonate throughout not only the country, but all around the globe. You are an activist and a political commentator, and your voices like yours should never, ever be silenced, including Uzair and all other activists like yourself. Keep your voices loud, clear, and heard all of the time. You are United for Justice South Africa. We salute you. Thank you indeed for your time. All the best, and salaam alaikum to you. Okay, time for me to wrap up. Thank you indeed for your company on the show this morning. Don't forget to join me tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock on the mid-morning show. Till then, take care on the roads. As always, assalamu alaikum and khudafiz from me, Julie Ali.